Known for his creative and visually dazzling approach to dessert, you probably recognize our next guest from the Food Network show Ace of Cakes. Chef Duff Goldman joins us to show off his latest creation, the ultimate donut cake. Duff, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. What do you think about the donut cake?
It looks gorgeous. I mean, it couldn't have looked better. Obviously, we're celebrating a big thing, but you're known as the cake guy. What are you doing with donuts?
Well, okay, so Krispy Kreme is turning 81, and they're like, look, we need a cake. You know, our specialty is donuts. You're the cake guy. Would you make us a cake celebrating our birthday? And I was like, sure, but you're the donut guy, so I'm going to make you a cake out of donuts. So what I'm doing is I am making Krispy Kreme's 81st birthday cake, and I'm decorating it with donuts. The cool thing is this middle layer right here, those are glazed confetti donuts. So took sprinkles, put them on the outside of the donut, you put them on the inside of the donut, and this donut tastes like birthday cake.
Wow.
It's super good. You can only get them for 1 week starting this Friday. And if you go down this Friday, if you buy a dozen donuts, you can get a dozen original glaze for $1. That is a steal.
Yeah, you definitely can't
beat that. And then if you get all those donuts, you take them back home and you can build your own Krispy Kreme birthday cake.
That's excellent. So obviously, I mean, from a distance, those donuts didn't even look real, and it's incredible the art style that you have, of course, to make it look so beautiful. Where do you begin making a cake like this? Because it seems pretty complicated.
It's actually not that bad. So, you know, you can get a cake from the store, you know, like a round cake like this, go to Krispy Kreme, get a bunch of donuts, and then, you know, start decorating the outside of the cake with the donuts. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking royal icing and I'm piping it on the back of the donuts just like that, and then it sticks on, and that's how you adhere the donuts to the outside of the cake. But another thing you could do is you could go get all those donuts, you know, you buy a dozen, get another dozen for $1, take those donuts and then pack them all into like a cylinder, and then you can ice the whole thing and you would have a donut cake, and nobody would know it was a donut cake until you sliced into it.
Or you could just always eat the whole dozen by yourself, like probably I would. I mean, that's always a solution too, right?
You definitely could, and I think that's a valid way to spend an afternoon.
Each to their own, right? So once you have this thing created, I mean, it's almost like a crime to cut it. I mean, how do you even start to cut it if you had to?
You know, it's taken me a long time. Over the years, you know, I've been making cakes for 16 years now, and you kind of reach a zen place where you're just like, you know what? It is a work of art, yes, but it is at its root, at its heart, its core, it's food. It's food, and it should be eaten, especially if it's covered in Krispy Kreme donuts, because Krispy Kreme donuts are absolutely delicious, and it would be a crime not to eat them.
That's a really good point, and they're turning 81. I mean, food, we eat with our eyes, they say, and so if you make it as beautiful as you make it, obviously it's going to taste delicious too. So, Duff, if there's anything else that you want to let our viewers know, now's the time. What else do you want to tell us?
Hey, you guys, go to Krispy Kreme this Friday, get a dozen donuts, get another dozen original glaze for $1, and definitely try the new glazed confetti donut. It is really, really good. I've had like 10.
Nice. Well, the Ace of Cakes himself, thanks so much for joining us today. Beautiful cake. I could only dream of making something that nice looking.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.